investigating from inside the Ascalon Club. Can we talk?
Of course, my dear.
It said that she had more stuff to say,
How is
so
your
we're
investigation
talking.
going?
I have decided to explore beyond the dictates of reason.
What do you mean?
You may on occasion find this house closed when you visit me. If so, it is because I have gone undercover. Sort of.
Who are you going to surveil? I hope you're not considering spying on McCullum or the Guard of Prewan.
No. I intend to ask a few questions in parts of town I rarely venture into. Dirty places where a delicate lady like myself should never be seen.
Huh.
When will you return?
As soon as possible. And I don't intend to stay away for long.
There are many paintings adorning the walls here.
Yes?
Did you paint them?
No, my dear. But some of them. I have had a long time to learn from the best. I'm currently working on what could be my greatest masterpiece.
If I remember right, I think it's him.
What is this masterpiece?
Your portrait, my dear Jonathan. It will be my gift to you, if I ever have time to finish it.
Have you met any famous painters?
Are you trying to divine my age by cross-checking historical dates, my dear? That's a devious parlor trick.
Well, Elizabeth, I tried my best. Don't I deserve some reward at least?
Well, if you must know, I even posed for the greats. Now that you know it, you may recognize me when visiting museums.
I have investigated new sources of infection, and I may have found a new type of skal. One suffering from heavy mutations that is extremely contagious.
Skals come in various forms, you know. They are simply degenerate versions of their makers.
I believe these families are different, and I'm currently pursuing a lead. I know I can find the true source of contagion by finding who created these creatures.
That would be great news. Be very careful, my dear, when dealing with such creatures.
Goodbye, my dearest.
Goodbye, my beloved.
They seem to be moving fast for people who are immortal. Yeah, see, she's working on him. Although right now he looks more like Van Gogh than anything else, but I'm not gonna criticize her art when I can barely draw a stick figure, so...
To take better care of yourself.
This place is full of sickness and decay. How could I get better in such a dump?
Consider yourself lucky that I'm treating all of my patients.
You get a heal.
But don't push your luck.
Don't play the innocent with me. I'm sure you have good reasons to act this way.
Yes, I get
And
experience from this.
weaknesses that can be exploited.
I'll leave you for now, Mr. Cox.
Who else is sick? You are sick.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Dr. Reed, any...
Do you need any medical assistance yourself, Doctor?
Yes, indeed. But don't worry, I am perfectly capable of taking care of myself.
I have no doubt about
medicine.
it, but you are still
Give.
ill all the same. Please, take this medicine.
I appreciate your concern, Dr. Reed. To be honest, I just did not take the time to diagnose myself.
Alright.
Goodbye, Dr. Tippett.
Alright. Who else? Ah, you are. This is the best way to look for people who aren't feeling well. Wait, you? You.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help?
Do you need my medical attention, dear colleague?
I would have been confused if anyone other than you had asked that question, Dr. Reed. But your help is welcomed.
There is no shame in
medicine.
helping each other. We're colleagues, after all.
Many doctors I have known are too cynical to think that way.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
And you receive
Good evening, Mr. Goswick.
the medicine.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Do you need any help?
I'm afraid I may, sir. I don't mean to be a burden.
Give
You are not a
medicine.
burden, sir. Healing you is my responsibility.
And you have my gratitude for that.
Some of these people have interesting lines that I know I didn't
have to go now,
say
sir.
before, so...
But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Don't waste your time with me.
But in the circumstances, I'm willing to give you the benefit of the doubt.
Okay. Who else? Who else is in need of assistance? Ah! You.
Good evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Uh-huh.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
My condition cannot be understood by you, mortal. This curse is beyond your science.
Well, until the day science finally admits failure, please accept this little contribution.
Thank you, Doctor. Your efforts are admirable, though laughable.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
Okay. Was that everyone? That was. Everyone here's fine. She's healing. Everyone here is absolutely fine. Okay. We're good. Oh. One other thing. There's new dialogue for friend. Friend for dialogue. Dialogue for friend. Hello, friend. Dialogue for you.
Hello, Jonathan.
We talk.
How are things on the West End front?
Complicated, my friend. The rich and powerful feel threatened by the disease, and have asked me to put an end to it.
Yes. It is odd how resolving a crisis suddenly increases in urgency when it affects those who matter.
It looks like the epidemic is spreading to the western districts of London. I am trying to locate the source of the infection.
It won't be an easy task, my friend. This disease is highly contagious.
Do you not think epidemiology could be helpful in this matter? To retrace the origin of infection through time and topology?
If anyone can perform such a miracle, it will be you, Dr. Reed.
Since this epidemic is evidently linked to the vampire curse, we must find the original carrier to understand where it comes from.
I admire your logic, Jonathan, but be careful. Rationality, when it comes to your kind, is not always a reliable lens.
Do you know Aloysius Dawson, the famous tycoon, is well versed in vampire and occult knowledge?
No, I did not. But that is no surprise. For half a century, it has been quite the trend for English nobility to join secret societies and occult circles.
But Aloysius Dawson is only a rich merchant.
Yes, richer than Croesus. Wealth is more respected than title these days, even in England.
Did he contact the Brotherhood of St. Paul? Try to join your group?
It would not surprise me, but I am certain he's never been a member.
Does the Brotherhood of St. Paul know anything about the Ascalon Club?
Well, I'm afraid that's unlikely. Ascalon is a sensitive topic, and whatever material the Brotherhood has, I may not have access to.
Who could answer me then?
Usher Talltree,
That's
our
true,
current
actually.
primate, may be the only one able to answer you. He's a discreet man who lives in the West End.
He's also pretty smart.
Thank you for your time, Edgar.
Okay. I think that's the extra talking that needed to be done. Okay. Okay. Cool. I think I found the other page for that this guy needed, so
Here is another page of the diary we were talking about.
Ah, now we're talking. Ingredients, dosages, dangers, and side effects. This is it.
Is the diary complete now?
No. The author tested his work in a hidden laboratory. We must find out where it was. Please, find me more pages, Doctor.
Oh.
Here is another page of the formula for the cure for blindness.
Give it to me? Yes. Brilliant. I'm going to give you the location and the code you will need to find the cure, but you have to listen to me first.
Why? What is it?
If you find the proof that this treatment for blindness is real, I want to try it. Do you understand? No matter the risks.
Risks? What have you read in these pages that you're not telling me?
You already know what you need to know. I trust you, Dr. Reed. We share the same passion for science. Please bring back the formula.
Interesting. Okay. Oh.
Your sister seems to believe this
I don't think I've
miracle
finished asking him
elixir
questions.
business is somehow doing you good.
Loretto believes that keeping busy is what I need to be happy.
And is she wrong?
My sister is wrong about almost everything. But as long as she thinks she's in charge, she can be nice.
Why does your sister feel so guilty about what happened to you?
Because she knows I'll never forgive what she did to me.
You run an illegal business with someone you hate?
I don't hate my sister. She looks after me, we have a good time. But I'm just not ready to forgive her.
Alright.
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Okay.
What kind of gentleman pays visits to people at this late hour?
So, let's see, where is this? Oh, it's over there. Interesting. Okay, I can make my way there. Okay, so I suspect where I have to go is up here. Or in here.
I cannot enter.
But the thing is, I can't really get in from that side.
It's locked, all right.
There's another door down here,
I cannot enter.
but this is also blocked. So, what do I do with this? There's a few extra things here, but I'm not entirely sure how I access that. I know I have, like, the number thing. And I'm pretty sure it's here, but there must be another way in there. I wonder if it might be actually in the sewers. That's also possible. I think this is new. I think this might be the area that I've been trying to get to. Maybe. It might be a whole new area. Oh, I think I'm in the right place. Yeah, okay. I don't know what those noises are, but I do not like it. Oh. That's what those noises are. Oh, cool. Oh. None of my recent research concerning a possible cure for blindness has reached my successful slate. I'm starting to worry, since my vision has decreased more and more over the past months. I'm afraid I may go blind before finding any interesting lead. Maybe I should go back to the Brotherhood's library and ask our primate if he knows of any documents I should read first, but I fear he might refuse to answer me. Soon I will be forced to take my notes in Braille to be sure to read them if my condition worsens. Blessed be Ulster Chaltry, and may the sacred stole protect him for many years to come. I talked to him last night. He can listed me 3 scrolls I should read. Good thing my Greek and Latin are not too rusty. I'm losing patience and time here. The precious texts listed by the primate have proved themselves to be almost totally useless. Alchemy and herbalist knowledge won't do me much good. For 3 days now I'm totally blind as soon as evening comes. This can't happen. This won't be. A terrible idea has come to my mind. What if I use the regenerative power of a vampire blood? I'll go back to the Brotherhood's secret library tonight and search for such information and material. With the influenza crisis, it should be easier to sneak in. I'm onto something. The eyes of the 2 last rats I blinded seem to have retrieved sight after I injected them with a drop of vampire blood. They clearly could avoid my knife when I tested them, and the eyes had grown back, but they died the next day. I must find a way to improve the recipe. I've been unable to find some more vampire blood. I think someone spotted my theft in the Brotherhood cabinet. And asked Brother Swansea, who seemed to be working on some research concerning vampire blood addiction. He refused to give me some fresh material. I'm going blind. It drives me mad. Blessed be the stole. It seems the number of ghouls has suddenly increased in London. It will not be too difficult to capture one and perform some sort of precise experiment. I know exactly how to trap one in my laboratory. It works. Ghoul blood is less potent and permits a better dosage. Mixed with Usher Taltry's previous advice concerning alchemy and healing herb use, I will be able to overcome fate. Tonight I will inject the serum directly into my weakening eyes. I can see! Dried powder of ghoul's optic nerve plus essence of birchwood combined with equal part helichrysum italicum are the best mix. When properly heated and used at the correct dilution, it will make a braille copy of my notes in case the cure is only temporary. I'll kill the ghoul I have kept for all this time and pursue my research further. The nasty ghoul has bitten me. His eyes! I had gouged for my experiments had regrown too. Of course they did. I'm so stupid. The beast had time to observe me and prepare its plan. It attacked me when I approached the laboratory to destroy it. Then it stole my braille notes and fled. I should have seen it coming. I just can't die like this. No, I won't die. I'm going to turn soon. Then I'll start again from scratch. I overcame fate once. I'll do it again. Interesting. And there we go. Back to the rest of the thing there. Ooh. Great Britain is at risk, always, from many enemies. This we always must keep in mind, as members of the Ascalon Club, but worst enemy of all, the one we must always look for and crush down with all mercy, is the inner enemy, the enemy within the closed circle of our immortal community. Heresy is the name of this enemy, heresy toward her beliefs, our goals, and our role. It has been more than a century now since the Druid Order appeared in the Empire. First we thought they were just a minor blood cult, destined to disappear quicker than it had risen up. But the seed was strong, and the tree was blooming. What do they seek, these vampire traders? To go back to some fantasy golden age of vampires? No. To worship some imaginary blood goddess who demand human sacrifice? Of course not. What they seek is power. What they seek is to challenge our authority as a supreme shadow cabinet, destined to rule the Empire's destiny. Look at what they claim to accept and welcome. Oh, look at what they claim. To accept and welcome any skull who embraces their faith and belief. To openly hunt and kill mortals, for they are just prey for the legitimate appetite. To install a new religion supposed to regulate every aspect of immortal life. No, my dear companions, the blood goddess heresy is not about wearing white togas or dancing naked under the moon in stone circles. It is not about going back to the forgotten roots of our species. It's about undermining the pillars of civilization as we know it. We are Ascalon. We are the guides of mortals through the ages. To a better future, we may lie to them, but we care and protect them from all enemies, and this Druid Order is one of them. Interesting. I think... Wait. There's a possibility here. There's a possibility that I might be able to get into this other area. There's a skull that's trapped in a room, and I've been unable to get to it for a long time. I wonder if this is connected to that. It might be, it might not be.
Die, vermin!
Oh, hi. I thought he was over here. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I guess I'm wrong. Okay, never mind. Alright.
What can I do for you, Doctor?
There you go.
I have found the secret laboratory, and I have the formula.
And the author of the diary, did you meet him?
Yes. He was badly disfigured. Nothing more than a beast. And I cannot guarantee it wasn't connected to his experiments.
I don't care. Give me the formula, Doctor.
Here it is. But please, be very careful. You're entering uncharted territories here.
This is what science has always been about, Dr. Reed. Thank you so much.
I can't say it's been a pleasure, but we're both scientists, and I am grateful you asked me to undertake this search for you.
I have something for you, then. It is the most precious thing I have to give. Even more important than the Swanborough secret recipe.
There is really no need for payment.
Please have it, Dr. Reed, I insist. I'm sure you'll find it more useful than I would.
Well, that wasn't really useful, but...
Goodbye, Mr. Swanborough. I'll leave you now.
Okay.
Tell me, how do you see the...
We probably won't be able to do too much with this. So I can start doing or looking at some other stuff to solve here. Okay, so I have my suspicions that somewhere around here is the thing that I want.
Stop! Vampire!
Good for you. We're all very impressed by your little blood thing you're doing there. Not blood thing, but you know what I mean. Okay. So, somewhere around here is that note that I can't read. So, as of now, I'm not reading any notes I pick up.
There's an open window on the second floor.
Right.
I should be able to get in through that.
Right. That other thing is close by too. Like it's really close by. So I wonder if I have to do both at the same time.
It's locked.
Oh. Well, okay. I guess that's not the way I'm going. Oh. Hey. No one expects the upper window being opened. Okay. Can't stand the pain anymore. It's like my entire body's breaking apart since that bitch infected me. For days now she keeps hiding in her room giving orders through little written notes, and only rehearsing at night. I've missed one of her so-called rehearsals. She walks on stage angry and hateful, spitting and whining about her fading beauty. The bitch is infected, rotten to the core, and she plans to infect everyone in this place and then everyone in London. Her next play is not before December, and at this time, all theater's employees would be her obedient minions, forced to serve her evil machinations. I'm sure she's found a way to corrupt our food or the water, since we all started to get ill in chains after the meal she arranged for us last Monday. If one ever finds this note to know that I only killed myself to escape the living hell that this place has become, may God have mercy on me and my immortal soul, since I refuse to be an accomplice to this devilry. It forced me to read that, so...
Woe to you, nations of hypocrites. For in front of you stands the tall queen. You can but lower your head, fit only to smirk at her soiled feet.
That's why I'm only walking here. Okay.
Can that be Doris Fletcher's voice? Where does it come from?
The stage. Probably. Behind where those boards. Hi. You can die. Oh, this place is gonna be full of those weird skulls. Well, that's the rogue one down there. Alright, let's check in here.
To her kindness and beauty, for now she hides in shadow, ugly as sin. But when you burn and die, she will rise and be queen again.
Uh-huh. Okay, we are leaving that. Stealing all of the things that were here. Ooh. Old Doris Fletcher's diary. I saw her in the flesh, the witch from my childhood nightmares. The bitch that tortured me for years. I saw her and I shivered. Her voice, her face. I knew she was in that hospital. I knew she was sick and I wanted to witness her suffering. I may have reinvented myself, become a famous actress, erased those wicked years from my memory. I cannot forget I'm her daughter. When I saw her frail body in that small bed, suffering, sick, defeated, I had to hide my tears, for she was looking at me. She recognized me. She saw hate in my eyes. And she smiled. My pale corpse of a mother. And the worst thing was I felt no satisfaction seeing her in so much pain. The worst was not to suddenly remember the beginnings and the abuses. No, the worst was to recognize the hate I felt in my heart when she looked at me. For it was the same hate I saw in hers. For in the end, I can't escape being her daughter. We are the same, my mother and I. Doris Fletcher is the daughter of that really evil lady who turned into a skull. The source of the infection is that lady in the hospital. Well, we also we knew before that she was weirdly formed. I mean, it was mentioned that she's does not seem to be of other skulls, but she must have gone ahead and infected other people. She's a blinker as well as ill-formed. Is she dead? Because I did not want to deal with that. Yeah, that was not a thing I wanted to have anything to do with. Oh. That's the front door. And I just left it.